Yo, NCCP, what's up? This is Pastor John. I wanted to share this outside to celebrate spring and spring fever. However, it's another rainy, cool, fall-like day. But this is Pastor John. Glad to be with you with another version of Yo, NCCP, live to you from Facebook. It is another month. May is right around the corner. May 1st is Sunday. It is the great beginning, the greatest time of the year. Baseball season is in full effect. The Orioles are in first place and playing really well and better than others might have expected. The American League is wide open. I'm excited about baseball season this year because I'm playing some fantasy baseball. The Ravers have invited me into their league, and I pretty much have taken over that league. And although last week Bert Raver beat me, but we won't mention that here. Anyway, just wanted to let you know about baseball because that means springtime is here. And the next series is Spring Fever. And we are going to be looking at how we can experience God, and also what the scriptures tell us about our God in terms of our senses. The great scripture, the psalmist says, taste and see that the Lord is good. And so we'll look at various places in scriptures and see about hearing, tasting, smelling, and experiencing God in those ways. The touch, the stories of the miracles of healing of touch, and so forth that Jesus from the Gospels. And so we'll have some fun with that. It's a great way to celebrate the spring. I mentioned baseball. I started with that because nowhere out in nature do I experience and become more aware of my five senses than when you go to a baseball game. There's just something about the smells of fresh cut grass, especially in the early spring. If you go to Camden Yards, you smell Boog's barbecue. You taste those hot sausages with onions and green peppers. The smell of all the sweat and tears from the players, metaphorically, of course, and to hear the bounce of the ball off the wooden bats, and all the sounds from the crowd. It just doesn't get much better than that in terms of fully experiencing nature and outside. And you might have another place where where that becomes a reality for you, maybe working in the garden or mowing the grass, working on the outside of the house after a long winter, going for walks, riding your bike, spending time with your kids or grandkids. Fishing, boating, getting ready to go to the beach. All different ways that we can get outside after a long winter. Well, we're going to look at the scriptures, as I said. We're also going to, just try to experience God fully. Not in a weird way or anything like that, but really just think about God using the fullness of ourselves in the way that we were created. And remembering always that God is God of the whole creation. The idea of this series, looking at the five senses, came from Renee Rada from our Greenmount location. She suggested this over a year ago, and so we've been working on it. And so you can thank her if you like this series. If you don't like this series, you can blame her. How about that? In the meantime, get outside. I don't know if the sun's ever going to come back out. Enjoy the creation. Watch some baseball inside on the television otherwise. And keep rooting on the Orioles as they continue to be in first place. We'll see you around the parish. Be sure, in order to prepare for the new series, that you download the reading guide. You can just go to nccpumc.com. It'll be right on the front page. It'll scroll through, and you can click on the Spring Fever icon or logo, and you'll download that reading guide that you can bring with you on your smart device to worship, or you can use on your own time too. Hard copies will be available in worship on Sunday, and it's also available on the Read page, and we'll have links on social media. So until we meet again, may God be with you, and God bless.